How is it going, guys? In previous episode we finished the back end of the car. Today it's time to find out what's really going on up front. Will it be better? Honestly, I don't know. But first let's clean some of the parts I've already removed. And while doing that, I started wondering what's really hiding inside the front wheel arches. I reinstalled a few clips that wouldn't get in the way, and then removed the right front fender liner. It was already damaged, the car is old, and finding a good used part is almost impossible. So I'd have to repair it anyway. The first problem, some of the plastic nuts didn't unscrew from the chassis studs, they just snapped off, not a good sign. The front of the car was clearly corroded too. A cut hose for the headlight washers, a headlight washer nozzle just thrown under the bumper. Yeah, the front bumper would probably have to come off as well. Maybe some oil would help. Or a lot of heat from the torch. On the right side is almost the same. Hanging wires, another washer nozzle and something else. Okay then, no turning back. That meant the front suspension had to come out. Would I be able to pull the ball joints from the knuckle? It's time to try something new. Success with the upper ones, but the rest... I've decided to remove all the suspension components, since they're a mix of different brands and some are already worn out. I'll be replacing them in the next episodes. Nothing, not even with a puller and every tool I had, so I'll have to remove the entire control arms assembly instead. First the brake hoses and all the wiring. A very important detail. Brake fluid can strip paint, so it must be rinsed off with water. The ECU is in the way, so it has to come out too. The fender liner went off for repair. And here it is after being fixed. And now let's see what's really hiding up front. Rusty pockets filled with sand, broken studs and rust. I cleaned out the sand and welded in new studs to replace the broken ones. We've already seen the left side. Now this is the right one. Damn, even more rust. And it's deeper than anything I found in the rear. How is that even possible? The washer reservoir had to come out too, so I could scrape off the old CM sealer. Over the years, it had lost its elasticity and peel off together with the factory primer. Underneath, corrosion was spreading. And inside, its own ecosystem. I sealed everything off to keep the dust away. With everything out of the way, I could finally see the inside of the front fenders. Oh no, more corrosion. For some reason, the fender's front edges didn't look right either, so I grabbed the heat gun and warmed up the paint, hoping I could straighten them out without causing any damage. For that, I used a wooden cylinder to roll the edges, not too hard, not too soft. Let's see how this works. Actually, it worked well enough. After about a week of scrubbing rust with wire brushes and chemicals, this was the result. And honestly, things don't look good at all. The rust probably penetrated through the steel in some areas. What should I do? Maybe the engine will have to come out to tackle the rust properly. Should I keep fighting or call it and find a better chassis?